What up, sports fans? I'm Paulo Camacho, and this is the Macho Sports Report, where I talk to you about the stories that matter to me, hopefully matter to you. Allow me to hop onto my soapbox for a minute. In lieu of a soapbox, I'm just gonna keep sitting here pretending I'm standing on a soapbox. Now listen, I get it. The San Francisco 49ers look like they're in the gutter. They lost Golden Boy head coach Jim Harbaugh when the front office decided they couldn't put up with him anymore. In the process, they lost most of their coaching staff and a bevy of on-field talent. Patrick Willis, Justin Smith, Chris Borland, Anthony Davis. And that was just a retirement. Aldon Smith, damn Raiders. Ray McDonald, damn Bears. And that was just because they caused too much damn trouble. Frank Gore, Michael Crabtree, Mike Iupati, Dan Scuda, Chris Culliver, Parrish Cox. Jeez, that's a lot. All in all, they've lost 14 players of consequence and most of their coaching staff. So yeah, I get it. All 49ers fans get it. It's been a bad offseason. Hell, some have even called this the worst offseason in the history of the NFL. Thanks, Yahoo Sports Frank Schwab, and Fox Sports, and staff of the Post Game, and freaking Michael Weinreb of Rolling Stone. Alright, promised myself I wouldn't despair. But I feel like that's what the rest of the NFL fandom wants us to do. Like, we should just accept the fact that we're a punchline, and that's the end of it. I, for one, refuse to do so. Not because I'm a blind optimist, because Lord knows I think the Niners might be awful, just as much as the next guy, but because I am sick of the constant beating they've taken in the media. I mean, they haven't even played a regular season game yet! And while it's valid to point out all the 49ers have lost over and over and over and over, after a while it just comes off as, well, lazy. Besides that, though, the fact remains that the 49ers seem to be the easiest target in all of professional sports. Despite the fact that people seem to forget part of why they built themselves up as one of the premier organizations in the NFL in the first place. Their embarrassment of riches draft strategy over the past 4 years. People seem to forget that with every loss in personnel, we have, for the most part, a replacement that we've already drafted. Frank Gore bolted for Indianapolis? That's okay. Carlos Hyde and Mike Davis are sure to step in. Hell, throw in Jared Hayne. Crying over the departures of Mike Iupati and Anthony Davis? Perhaps Brandon Thomas and a more experienced Marcus Martin will ease the pain. So we lost both starting corners. Say hello to Jonte Johnson, Keith Reeser, and Kenneth Acker. No more Aldon Smith? Hi, Eli Harold. Ray McDonald screwed up one too many times? Time to step up, Tank Carradine and Quentin Dial. Michael Crabtree moved across the bay? That's okay. Torrey Smith will be a go-to target now. Justin Smith retired? Alright, so we got Eric Armstead, who's pegged to be the heir apparent. And sure, he may be raw right now, but in a year or two, he could be just as productive. Then there's the established talent that's already residing in Santa Clara. A fact that many media pundits seem to gloss over. Colin Kaepernick was great once. No reason to think he can't be great again. Especially with his retooled throwing motion. Vernon Davis is sure to have a bounce-back season, especially if he and Cap can get their chemistry back. Plus, he has the duo of wide receivers that actually beat him in Super Bowl 47, in Anquan Boldin and new free agent signee Torrey Smith. They should help make for a more dynamic offense, hopefully, praying the offensive line keeps it together. Also, linebacker Navarro Bowman. You remember him, right? The de facto defensive leader is practically all the way back from his 2013 knee injury. Hell, you want to make fun of first-year head coach Jim Tomsula because of his rambling first press conference? And the fact that he looks like Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force? Trust me, he's a much better coach than anyone gives him credit for. And damn, can he put together an imposing defensive line. And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the pure wild card in the 49ers offense. Former rugby league star and Aussie sensation, Jared Hayne. What up, Aussie faithful? Now don't get me wrong, this isn't a declaration that the Niners will win 10 games this season and make the playoffs. Like I said, there's a chance that they go. I'm pretty sure that even the most faithful of 49ers fans know that in the back of their heads. But I, for one, am sick of the media feeling that they need to beat us down as a fan base Simply because it's the easy, lazy narrative. Alright, this is me hopping off my soapbox. I'm off. Alright, NFL fans, what do you think? How faithful are you, Niner faithful? Do you think the red and gold will be better than expected this season? How about you, rest of the NFL fandom? Do you think I'm just plain nuts? Leave your responses in the comment section below. And if you liked what you saw, be sure to like and subscribe. I'm Paulo Camacho, and this has been the Macho Sports Report. Peace out, sports fans!